Okay. How do you say your last name?
Dombrowski.
Dombrowski. Okay.
Yeah, don't be scared of it. A lot of people are scared of it.
Okay. I was for a second.
Okay.
I was like, am I going to fuck this guy's name up? You know, mine's Rado. I get Radu.
Yeah.
Rado. So whatever. It's fine.
Fun fact, Ellen DeGeneres actually butchered my name on TV twice. I don't remember. Something
Come on, Ellen.
very not whatever my last name is. Insert clip here.
From Royal Oak, Michigan, please welcome Joe Dombrowski. Please welcome back Joe Dombrowski.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you tell her?
No.
Oh,
no. I'm like, baby, I'm here to work.
Yeah, right. You're right. I got to do anything.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Maybe the top of your front tooth.
Right here?
Like gum line. Got it.
I got it. Okay, sick. Okay. I just had like roughage from homegrown. Hey, everybody, this is Joe Dombrowski. He is a comedian, and we were connected through Monica Nevi, the Great, and I'm really happy you're here.
Thank you.
Yes, and this is the last date on our run here in Seattle, and coffee and graffiti and beauty and
black tar heroin
that
and
too.
fentanyl and syringes on the street.
Straight up, I saw that. That's crazy.
A warm welcome to Joe Dombrowski!
It's crazy when you see a syringe on the street.
It is. Yeah.
I want to pick it up.
So that's the thing that you shouldn't do.
Yeah, thanks.
The day one of living here, I saw black tar heroin for the first time.
I don't even know what that.
I wish I could tell you. So I'm pretty.
What's it look like?
I don't know fully, but I know they do it like out of aluminum foil. But now read the comments because you know someone who knows a lot about drugs.
Right.
Correct
Yeah,
me,
no
and they're like, "I want heroin."
Yeah.
Scary. Can be scary, but beautiful place though.
Yeah, for
really,
sure,
really
for
is.
sure.
I love Seattle.
Especially the drive. We were staying up in Magnolia. What do you live in the city area?
I do. Yes,
Cool.
I live in a neighborhood called Ballard, which is like northern Seattle.
Just
It's cute,
pay
a little
attention
quieter.
later on tonight.
Pay attention later on
Just
tonight.
look out the front window, and I'll just give you a little
give a
nodding wink. Too.
Got you. Cute.
That's been part of my past.
Tonight on Dateline. Right. Yeah. For sure.
Oh gosh, that's cool. Up there with so many flowers, like these lilies. Look at the pollen on Gabe's fucking shoulder. Here.
Wild.
It,
yeah, it is the season. Allergy season is, the entire summer.
You got allergies?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
What do you got?
Everything.
Really drippies?
Oh, the drip, the cough, the sneeze, the headache. It's bad.
Yeah.
And then I learned after living here, you have to change your antihistamine like every year. So like last year I was a Zyrtec girl, and this year I'm a Claritin kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like growing crops.
For real.
It's crazy.
No joke.
Okay, so we're gonna get into it.
I'm intimidated.
You're intimidated? Why?
I really am. I don't know.
Why?
I just feel like, well, first of all, I thought we were going to have a Bob Ross moment where you're going to teach me what to do and you're not. So I'm kind of like, all right, what's coming to
What
me?
am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you thinking about right now? Like when you look at this, what's going down?
So as a creative, it is very hard to step outside of your normal art.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Right. So like I'm the art of words. And this is the art of not words. So I'm trying to figure out how I can kind of just like do something very in the style of me on this with paint, which I don't know what that is yet.
That's
so we're going to find out. I have a general idea.
Okay.
I'm an abstract person.
Yeah,
I'm not going to whip out a Bob Ross mountainscape right
Sounds
now.
good.
So we'll see. What do you like to paint?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I just looked at you like, don't judge me.
The Lord's forgiven you.
This is what I painted last time. So, last one. Not a big deal.
Okay, I like it.
You know what I mean? You just fucking fuck around. You know what I mean? It's nothing crazy, dude.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. But the guy that I painted with, Ryan, right before you, he just whipped out this skull, like skull. And I'm just like, oh, well, I'm over here painting pop rocks. You know what I mean? So I don't give a fuck.
So we're going to go from the heart.
Generally not about the painting so much. It's about what happens while the painting's being made and the painting is being made.
Love it.
It's really cool. So I'll tell you about the paint over here.
Yeah.
There you go. Palette.
Oh.
Only the best. It came off a piece of cardboard over the floor over there.
Okay.
We're jamming. You got your water, cute little teacups, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little teacup. And these are acrylics, soft body acrylics. Some of them you might find this clear substance when it kind of looks like jizz when you like put it onto the cardboard. So if you do,
Very familiar.
Yeah, hell yeah, me too. So you just shake it. So you just shake it up. Okay. So, but yeah, all of these have been used. So you might not run into that. Probably won't.
Okay.
Got a bag of black here. And then these
Can't
are
say
just,
black. This is
yeah,
just
yeah. My
kidding.
bad. It's a racist thing to say that. My bad. I'm sorry. And so, man, I was trying to just piggyback off that, but anyway,
You're good.
Thanks.
I'll do the jokes. It's all right.
Yeah, I'll tell you something in a second.
Okay.
Random brushes, 20-pack, just from Michael's, whatever. So we just go to it. So
Okay.
pick a color. What color?
Wait, is there something about painting where you're supposed to do like a base layer of like white or something that you're supposed to do?
They call it an underpainting, but
What's the purpose of that?
Sometimes it warms the other colors that are on top of it, depending on what you're using. A lot of times with oil paint, they do that.
Well, shit.
You don't have to do that. I'm not fucking doing that.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm actually gonna go direct bottle to canvas.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna start with yellow. Yellow is my favorite color.
Yellow is like the most powerful color.
Yellow is my favorite color by
Really?
hands, and
No
people
joke.
know that about me.
You talk about that?
I do talk about that.
What do you
I'm
love
actually,
about-
I'm
what do you
actually
love about it?
intensely
Here,
colorblind.
Here.
Very colorblind.
You are?
Yes, extremely.
How's this going to happen?
And yellow is probably one of the only colors that I can see.
Beautiful.
Okay, so it's what's this?
That's mauve.
Okay,
Mauve.
so
It's
this
like a-
looks black to me,
No shit.
straight up.
What's
if,
this? Yeah, go ahead.
If colors get too dark or
Yeah.
too light, so this will look black.
Okay.
Is this black? This
Nope,
is
that's
probably
green.
a green looking thing.
What you got here?
Gray?
Yeah, nice job.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
good job.
but this is also white?
Beige.
Okay, so what?
Beige.
Oh, but like if a pink gets too light, always white.
All white. Yeah.
Plums look black to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Even when you bite into it.
Damn. Yes.
So
I
it's
haven't had
not.
plum in a long time.
It's not until like a plum drips and then you run it in the sink and it kind of disperses
yeah.
a little bit. Then I can then start to see like the purple tones.
Wow.
But yeah, very
Huh.
colorblind.
How's that affected your life?
Well, it was discovered when I was in kindergarten.
Yep.
My teachers brought it up to my parents because I was
wow.
painting all the oceans and skies purple.
Awesome.
And they're like, we're pretty sure he's colorblind. And I was like, I think I'm just gay.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell
Yeah. So it just
what's
worked out.
What's it like being gay?
Fun, amazing.
Cool.
Especially in 2024.
Yes.
I actually just tweeted this out recently.
Okay.
And not tweet. I guess I would say it's on what's it called?
I don't know.
X. Or
X,
no,
yeah.
no.
Well,
wait.
I mean, come on.
Threads. Threads is Instagram's Twitter.
Yes. That's right.
And I put this out into the world yesterday that I wrote what I would give to be a 20-something in this summer day Chapel Roan. Have you discovered Chapel Roan?
I like that Pink Pony Club. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Now the
I
whole
love that song.
this didn't quite work out like I wanted it to, but we're gonna make it happen. So she
Yeah.
this
Pony
the
Club.
album gets me. The album is like everything I ever wanted.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time since I've enjoyed every single song on an album. The last time was actually Beyonce Lemonade.
Okay. I cannot fucking stand Beyonce.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah, I know. I figured that would be the case. Yeah.
We're actually just gonna move on. So did you listen to the Renaissance album?
No, I cannot stand her voice.
Wait,
I can't
I'm
do
sorry. The blasphemy.
I just can't. I swear to God.
For real?
Yes, I cannot. I cannot deal with it. I can tell you why.
It's so hard to be wrong, but okay, what?
I'm
Why?
okay with that.
Why?
Her voice is really
Of angelic?
knobby to me.
Knobby?
Yeah, it's hard to describe. It's like I can't fucking stand it. Beyonce, come on the show. We'll talk about it. You don't give a shit. It's not
That's
a deal.
insane.
Yeah, I can't deal with it. I don't know why.
That's
I really
insane.
can't. I've been called worse things.
Can I tell you this right now too?
Yes. Yes. You're having a great time.
While I plot your murder,
Line.
No,
Either one.
someone tried to argue with me that
Yes.
Whitney Houston is not the greatest singer of all time. And when I asked
Oh,
them
I
who,
love
they
Whitney
told me
Houston.
Pink. And I was like, listen,
Pink?
Yeah.
Get
I
out.
was like, here's the thing.
fuck outta here.
First of all,
Yeah.
great singer. I'm going to give it to Pink.
Yeah, for
Love Pink.
And she's stuck
The
around.
greatest of all time?
Yeah, right. Nah.
I think Pink would even tell you no.
I feel like you're an idiot.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, Chapel Roan's really doing it for me. And I'm just like
Cool.
loving this vibe that she's giving out. And I wish that I was like a young person while her music is coming out because
old are you
it's
now?
so, I'm 35.
Good age.
But if I was like 22, it would be my whole identity.
like
it'd be
crushing the club?
Yeah.
You crush clubs?
Not anymore.
Okay.
No stranger to it though.
Did you ever go to Industry?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I never went. God, I should have.
How long did you live in Detroit?
Well,
Do
we
you
got to
ever
be
like
careful.
Harpo's?
When I remember Harpo's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up mostly in Howell.
Holy shit.
You like that shit?
So you're in the Klan.
Yeah, you know what? Every time. I mean, to some people, maybe in Portland, I would be in the Klan just by looking at me, but
Right.
no, I lived a quarter mile, well, maybe a half a mile away from Robert Miles, the Grand Dragon.
Yeah, I think,
insane.
do you need to let your viewers in on Howell, Michigan?
Oh, Howell, Michigan was the KKK capital of Michigan. And I remember we talked about this in a previous episode recently. Like, I remember being on the bus, going by the courthouse, and they were having a full-on rally, fenced off, garb, dude. It was like it just felt so damn violent, but I didn't know what I was looking at. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and there were a lot of racist people in Howell, obviously, and thank God for my stepmom, who is a world geography and culture and special ed teacher in Ann Arbor.
Oh, in Ann Arbor.
At Tappan Middle School for
Okay.
like 40 years. And she came into my life at the right time, man.
Yeah.
And I'm forever grateful for her. Yeah.
Did you go to that school?
I did. I went to Howell High School. But my dad and my stepmom, oh yeah, look at my palette. This is for your eyes.
Okay.
That's your shorts. That's your shirt. I had no clue of that.
That's fun.
That's crazy when you notice shit like
Yeah,
that.
I want to say this too.
Yes, say it.
I love my eyes. I really do.
They are beautiful. They're
because
green.
sometimes my eyes get so green that I can like really see it.
Yes.
And I'm always like, ooh, fuck yeah.
It's awesome.
Turn me on.
There you go. That was what I was going to ask. My son has really green eyes. Like,
how old's your son?
Yeah. He's 4. He's the best. He's the best. He's a cool dude.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I actually just got married a month ago
Congratulations.
this week. Thank you.
That's super cool. How are you feeling about it?
Love it. It's
Good.
kind of crazy. I was under this mindset that it's not going to like change the way I feel or anything.
Yeah.
And it is kind of funny how it does,
What's
like
it doing?
automatically.
What's it like? How's it changing you?
Oh, I just like the solidity of it all,
Yeah,
and
right.
the sincerity and the realness
Mm-hmm.
is just, it kind of like hits you.
Cool.
And it's kind of weird because I feel like I was very much a man boy until.
What is that? Man, boy. Oh, like man, child.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I don't even know you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
But that's part
awesome.
of the territory as a comic.
Oh, for sure.
But
bet.
I mean, like even catching glimpses of myself with my wedding ring on, I'm like, oh, you're an adult.
There you go. That's cool. Yeah. Like changes your self-perception in a way.
Oh, for sure.
That's awesome.
I'm pivoting.
Yeah, do it up.
So this didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Where were you teaching?
I've taught in 3 different locations. I taught in, Michigan, so I guess I can use this. My very first job was in West Bloomfield, which sounds bougie if you know Michigan.
Right.
However, I taught in a Title I that backed up to Pontiac.
God,
so
dang it. There it is, man.
Yeah, it was.
There it is.
And honestly, that was the best year. One of the best years of my career was that first job. I had an amazing boss who let me thrive and allowed me to be creative. The school was the most collaborative atmosphere I've ever worked in. All the teachers had like this deep understanding of each other. It was truly a family. And then so like even a little more background on that.
Please.
A lot of misconception about me and my career is people are like, oh, he was a teacher and then he like got this little glimmer of virality and decided to become a comedian, and that's not true. I've actually
Number one, who cares? I mean, you're free to do whatever you want. Go ahead.
I totally agree with that, but I have been doing comedy for almost 13 years now.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
Improv, sketch, stand-up.
Yeah.
I just knew I was a stand-up comedian for my third grade talent show, and I was 8 years old. And this is what I've always wanted to do. So even in that first job, I was doing comedy. Wow. And my boss, I was doing shows and I was going kind of by a pseudo name because as a teacher, you got to like protect.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not a job to chase your dreams, honestly. So I was,
what a statement.
Right.
No, it's great.
So I was I was doing shows under a pseudonym, and then one time a bunch of parents from my school happened to be at my show, like didn't know it was me, and I saw them in the audience, and I was like, shit, well, I either gotta pivot or do my shit and just like take a risk, right?
Yeah.
And my mom from a very young age has always said to me, without risk, there's no reward.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing. And if they like it, great. And if they don't like it, that's not on me. Like, whatever. I'm not doing anything like wrong. Well, the parents loved it.
Awesome.
And well, then word started to spread throughout my, school, and like all the teachers were starting to come, and then my boss came to one. And it scared the hell out of me. And she left pretty immediately. And I was like, oh, no. And then it was the next Monday. She came into my classroom. And she shut the door behind her, and she's like, you have something here, and if you don't chase it, you're going to regret it. And I was like, oh my God. So she was so cool. She like let me take too much time off to do like shows and to travel for shows, and really instilled it in me to like goal chase. But the best part about the career now is like doing it at this huge level that I'm doing it at. I have kids from those first years of teaching who will DM me, and they'll be like, you were talking about this before it was even real, and it's so inspiring to like see it come to life. And I'm like, oh my God.
It feels good.
It really is cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
man, that's super cool.
Wait, what was the question? I just sort of
I don't even
rambled.
remember what we were talking about. I don't know.
I don't think we need to care. I think it was fun.
We're just free.
So that is I know.
Yes.
So people were like, you were a teacher, and then you did this. So there was a lot of challenges because you get pinned as like an internet person or whatever, and then you have all this bullshit to overcome. And the fact of the matter is like, teaching was really great. I loved it, but like this was always the dream. And now I'm actually doing it, and I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
What got you there? Like, what brought you to the place you're at? I know that's a huge sequence of events, but the one that you're like, oh, this broke open.
There's two. Okay. First of all, my parents are a comedy family. Like I grew up listening and seeing stand-up at way too young of an age.
Yeah, same here.
Like
Michigan.
I was like, God, I don't even remember how old I was. And
awesome.
We saw a young Kathy Griffin performing at Disney World.
Sweet.
And I remember like her act outs and everything, the way it made me feel, and how I was like, I can fucking do this.
Yes.
Like was super inspiring. And my parents never were like, don't do this, or this is not for you, or this isn't a real job. Like so many of my comedy friends have that hurdle to overcome. I never did. And the second is my husband is extremely supportive. And, you work with so many other comedians, and sometimes their wives like bitch so much about you're gone all the time and blah, blah, blah. And Morgan's like, chase it, keep going. And I'm like, that is love.
That's badass.
Yeah, he sees it in me. He knows it's real. He supports it.
How long y'all been together?
9 years.
Cool. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So we are no strangers to each other.
Love it. Used to go roller skating a lot.
Where?
It's in Brighton.
What's that place called?
Rollerama.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know that?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
I don't know if it's there still. Did you ever go to
Bonaventure?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
Did you ever go to like CJ Barrymore's?
I know what you're talking about, but no.
Yeah.
No. I always heard. I live vicariously through 96.3.
How old? Oh my God. How old are you?
I'm 47.
Okay, so did you go to Boblo?
Yeah, Boblo Island. Yeah, come on now. Come on. And then Boblo was always a shitty version of Cedar Point. You know what I'm saying?
Cedar Point's a shitty version of Cedar Point.
You don't like Cedar Point?
I don't know.
What is it?
I'm not a huge roller coaster person. I go to Cedar Point for the people watching. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not.
Oh, I love it.
It's not my shit.
Got it.
But it's not my shit. Like I would go.
Yeah.
But it like Cedar Point like really does it for some people. I'm not them.
I haven't been there since I was fucking 17. I need to go back. My friend Joe and my other friend Joe and I from Atlanta, we're going to try to go in September.
Cool.
And it's just going to be probably a lot of debauchery, but I'm down with that.
Yeah, I actually fell out of a carnie ride when I was young.
Oh my fucking God.
So I kind of have a little bit of weirdness behind it.
Which one? Tilt-A-Whirl?
It was actually the St. Lawrence Apple Festival, if you're familiar. And it's like, how they set up a carnival in like a Target parking lot or whatever.
Yeah, in like a half an hour.
Yeah. So this was one of those. And there was this ride. God. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was like a circle, and you were in a little machine, and then you were locked in, strapped in, and then a cage came over you, and then it would like go in circles.
Oh yeah, the throw up machine.
Straight up.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
yeah.
My friend who I was on the ride with, it was a full-on Final Destination moment where she straight up said, wouldn't it be crazy if these straps came off?
Shit, manifested it.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Erin.
Let's go get her.
She was at my wedding. And it went around once, it went around twice, third time, boom, straps come off. We're flapping around inside this thing like hamsters. My top teeth went through my bottom lip. Like, it was horrifying. And I remember, like, when we came off, I'm just like crying like a little baby back bitch. And everyone was like to my mom, are you going to sue? Are you going to sue? And she's like, no, come on. We're going in the car. You're fine.
Oh, sick. Yes. Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Straight up.
That's a mom move. Oh, yeah.
Straight up. So.
Damn, that's scary shit. That is scary shit.
So that was traumatizing. So not huge on Cedar Point.
Right. Got it. That makes sense.
I think I'm justified.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, 100%. I would shit my fucking pants. That's...
I mean, yeah.
God, I would have been fucking... the term baby back bitch, I was like, I know what that feels like.
Oh my God, I was horrified. But it's so my mom to like not be dramatic about things that totally deserve to be dramatic about. And it's weird to say that with my mother being the most dramatic person I know in my life. Like, come on.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What's your dad like? What's his vibe?
So this is the crazy thing. People tell me I get my humor from my dad, and I'm like, because other people find my dad funny, and I do not. No, I'm like, he's the most serious person I've ever met. Like,
is it dry?
To me, can't. Dry? No, I think he's just got a different relationship with me.
Got it. Okay.
Because I'm his son, but everyone's like, your dad's so funny. I'm like, is he? Like, I don't.
Where's it at?
Right. Like, I don't know. You're just dad.
Oh, that's fucking good.
My mom will get me like rolling laughing though. They're party people. It's awesome. They got a cool sense of humor.
Did they ever go up to the Thumb and get on Lake Huron?
No, we were first like later in life Higgins Lakes. To become our shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually loving how my shit's turning out.
Cool.
And then we have like family who have houses in like Caseville.
Yeah,
and, like,
I would go there all the time.
Cheeseburger Fest.
All the time.
You would, because you're from Holland.
And Victor, my friend Victor.
And I don't know, it was fun. It was cute. Like the Great Lakes, they are great for a reason. Really and we would just go and go to different lakes all the time.
Love it.
But I have never been to Lake Superior.
Yeah, nice.
I would like to.
You know, when I meet a Youper, I'm like, I get it.
They're just like basically Minnesotans.
Oh man, much. And it's like y'all are a different way up there, man. How would you not be? You know, having to deal with the
surviving off of beaver meat and shit.
Beaver meat, man. There's a lot of jokes on that, but I did my first fucking open mic ever in Portland like 3 days ago.
Portland,
Oregon.
Wait,
in Portland, Oregon.
Where?
Oh, at Haymaker.
Unfamiliar.
Well, that makes sense. You're big time.
I play Abrams.
That's cool.
So
it was awesome.
Wait, hold on. What inspired this and why?
Yes, this is the same thing, Monica. She's like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah, why?
It's just like, well,
we're very comics. We're very supportive of people doing comedy.
Yeah.
Once you've proven you're good and can do it.
Yeah, copy that.
We're not super supportive of people like, I want to be a stand-up. You know how many fucking people are like, I want to be a stand-up. It's like, do you? Why? Because you make people laugh at a dinner party when you're drunk. Right. Hilarious. I don't know.
No, I get that. I feel like
that was so rude of me, but whatever.
What'd you say?
Rude? I said that was so rude of me, but
I'm not trying to be a stand-up, but the day I surpass where you're at, you're going to be like, Ryan, take me on tour.
Well, let me tell you this.
Appreciate you doing my show.
Could you imagine your job being other people's New Year's resolution?
Yeah,
like that's.
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm going to be stand-up now?
January.
Oh, I see,
January in the clubs can be the most nauseating thing sometimes because people are like, I'm going to do stand-up. I got a vision. I can't wait. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, this is my job. You're wasting my stage time. Holy fuck, I'm a bitch.
God. Is that how you're feeling about me right now, Joe?
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can tell who's got it. Okay. And you can tell who doesn't got it.
Do I have a little?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
Well, I haven't seen your set, but you do have the charisma.
All right, cool. I'll take it.
I don't know what your angle is and all that too, but you can tell. You can tell if someone has whatever it is. Mm-hmm. You can tell. And I'm down for that, right? But there's so many people, and it's just like, okay. I think it's easy. And if you want to be a hobbyist, hey, go for it. Yeah, right. But don't come out here thinking you're going to be Jim Gaffigan tomorrow. Yes. And people do.
I bet.
So I don't know. It's just, and then here's the thing too. God, I'm such a fucking jaded bitch right now.
Yeah, come on. I love it.
But in Seattle, stage time is hard to come by. We're not a big comedy city. Yeah. You know, we're not quite known for it. It's not like we're in New York or LA, right? So when stage time here is, we don't even have a full A room technically. Okay. You know the difference?
Have you been to Zanies?
Of course.
Okay, so is that an A room?
Yes.
I get it. Okay.
This is like one of the best A rooms in the country. It's like probably the premier comedy club of the South.
You know John Christ?
We chat here and there. I wouldn't say we're friends, but we're definitely acquaintances.
I'm friends. His older brother is my best friend.
Oh, funny. Yeah. My parents just went to his show, and I like texted him, and they went backstage and met him.
That's cool.
It was very sweet. He's a funny guy. So okay. Yeah. So we don't really have an A room, so it's hard to come by stage time and all that too. Yeah. Which stage time is precious. Like if I'm working on something, like if I'm going to do a late night set or something, like you got to hit the clubs that whole week, every night, do multiple sets a night to get your shit ready. Well, when it's January and I go into these clubs and it's full of all these open micers who are getting showcase time. It's like you've done comedy
like 5-6 minutes.
You've done 3 open mics and now you're getting 15 minutes. No, sorry.
Sit down.
I have shit to work on because this is my job.
Yeah.
It can get a little frustrating.
Fuck yeah. I love that you said that. I love it.
But also here's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be hard on you in the beginning. Mm-hmm. But like if you got it, I'm gonna be so supportive.
That's cool. Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's how it you know, I was standing in line and I was nervous as fuck, dude. I just was, you know. And there were 2 guys that were doing the thing. And one of the guys, he was good. I felt like he was pretty funny. And
now, did you write something or did you just go up there with like a concept and it came out of your mouth?
I'm really trying to see which one you're going to judge more. So I'm trying. I think I just told a story. I told like a fucking story that happened to me one time. And that's not the structure of actually literally telling jokes. You know what I mean?
No.
It's like I get that there is a.
Now I love that you realize that.
There's a
lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, they're like, fuck. What was that?
There's an Air Force base around here.
He's got his guns out and everything. And
this happens. What I'm talking about? This happens.
But I get it. When I hear a comic like yourself do it, I watch it. It's just such a unique flow of how to tell a good joke and then another good joke and then lean on something. And you know what I mean? It's like an art form. It just is.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about.
Okay, well then help me with my art. So if I'm kind of going in this yellow-red era, okay, and I'm really liking how whatever the fuck I'm making looks like far away photograph in rain, and you don't really know what it is yet because it's out of focus. But what else is in this realm of color?
You could put it depends on where you want to go. Like you could put, I see a gray coming in. I see maybe like do you want high contrast? Do you want something that sinks in with it? What would you like?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay. You could also take more of this red and add some mauve to it, just a little ball hair of it. And then you could start making more organic lines and shapes with it if that's something you'd like to do too. Like,
okay.
You know, like you can make like a leaf or like something a little more in the foreground, you know?
Oh, I think something just came to me.
Do it.
Something just came to me and I think I'm going to roll with that experiment for a second.
remember what the fuck we were on there for a minute. Oh, open mic. Oh, and I sat down next to these dudes. I'm like, hey, can I sit next to you guys? Because I wanted to hear at least something. They were talking about comedy. They were talking about open mic. They were talking about what they hated. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go talk to these dudes because I got a half an hour. Never done this before. So I sat down at the table and I was just like, it's my first time. And one guy was like, oh, cool. The other guy was like, just kind of,
Yeah, I'm not like that. I'm talking like this because I'm in like company. But if I was at the clubs, I'd be so nice.
That's cool. That's totally cool. But, I was talking to this one guy that was like, and my buddy Aaron, I'll send you some of his stuff. He's a pretty funny guy. He's in Portland. But the one guy was talking about something. And I was like, oh, that's a bit. And he looked at me and he goes, oh, you've been doing this a while?
Ooh.
And I was like, now I get it. Like now I get it. Like, you don't know what a bit is, Ryan. Shut up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But when I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's fucking great.
See, and that's a thing. I actually need to calm down because it's like I was there.
Sure.
I was there.
Sure. Yeah. Are there any comics that you look at, you're just like, God damn, that is so legit?
Like at how good they are?
Yeah, people that you really admire. Just, I hope you say no.
No, I do. I have a lot. A comic who really inspires me is Kathleen Madigan.
Where's she at?
She lives in Nashville, but she is huge, like huge.
Cool. I guess I'm not. What color hair does she have?
Brown?
Man, I feel like maybe
she is
somewhere.
The reason I love her is because when you watch her live or in one of her specials, she makes you feel like you're just sitting across from her at the bar and you're just with it. Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, she's told this so many times and you need to like remember that she has because it's so organic sounding and so real and so fun. And it's just like, oh my God, I found a bar buddy. Wait, never mind. I'm just sitting in front of my TV. Yeah, she's amazing.
When did you get turned on to her work?
My mother-in-law really enjoys her, and I liked her. And then she's like, no, watch this. And she filmed a special in Detroit. Yeah. And then I obviously was hooked at the start.
Awesome.
But then I watched it like through a different lens, and I was like, wow, this is talent. This is cool.
What was the lens you switched to, do you feel like?
Just like a more comedic lens, like a more industry lens, kind of picking apart her jokes and whatnot. Oh God, one that I watched recently. Yeah. But I firmly believe that this is the best special of 2024. Okay. Beth Stelling, if you're familiar.
No, I'm not.
Oh my God.
God, I'm learning all this.
I'm going to turn you on to this.
Okay, please do.
She put out a special, I believe it's called If You Didn't Want Me Then.
Okay.
Or it's like If You Didn't Want Me Then, or If You Can't Have Me Then. I think it's You Didn't Want Me Then. The artistry of the way she just like jokes, and there's like 9, she'll tell like a story and then in like 30 seconds she'll hit like 7 punchlines. And I'm like,
I love it.
And the cool part about it too is like we've become very friendly with each other over periods of time. And I have a new show that I'm running out of LA, and she agreed to be on it, which is kind of very surreal to like respect her work so much. And she's just extended her hand of kindness, which has been very awesome. I do hope to pay it forward like that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
I'm stoked for you.
Okay, I'm liking this.
Yeah. What do you got next?
With this?
Or that I think like your show. Tell me about your show. What's going on?
So that I'm about to go back on tour.
Okay, I saw that, yeah.
Which I'm very excited for.
Are you coming to Nashville on that shit?
With my other show, I am.
What is that?
So I'm headlining all over by myself, but the new show that I'm working on is called My Straight Friends.
I saw that. That's what I saw, yes.
One of my comedy besties, Richie Armani, and I have been working on this show and turning it into something. And essentially what we do is it's a lineup of 4 straight comedians. They do a set, and then we play like a little talk show type game with them and talk about like, see what they know about gay culture and just like get into it. And it's just like hilarity ensues, right? So that has been a gift to us this year. We will be in Nashville later in the year, which is exciting.
Let's come out to that.
But,
cool.
And It's every Wednesday at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles.
Cool.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
In comedy, you grow a community, and then you get big enough to the point where you have to leave and you have to go do your own thing.
Yeah,
and when you get to that level, it is now extremely isolating, and you're by yourself all the time because you lost all of that. You're doing the big boy part.
Right.
So having the show and being able to be collaborative again and to work with somebody has been so inspiring, and it's such a gift to be able to like not only do a show with a friend, but have a show be successful with a friend.
Yeah.
And to, you know, bounce ideas off each other and make things better, because like you as an artist are really good and your friend as an artist is really good, but when you both are on the same like wavelength and you make something
crushing,
God, it just feels so good to be living in that space again, because it's been a while.
Totally. Just real connection.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
Which has been fun.
That's super cool. That's good to hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Loving it. Coming to Nashville later in the year.
Yes, I'll be in Nashville in December with that show.
Nice.
So we'll see you there.
I am down to come to that. Should I use this?
What is this?
It's like called Deep Water.
Ooh.
Or Fluorescent Blue. I'm doing it. Get into those fluoresces, dude.
Come on, fluoresces.
Fluoresces.
I used a fluorescent on accident in this, and I didn't like it. So I think if you can't see it, then I did my job.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
We are partying. You know, let me. So when I watch comedy, and at that comedy thing, the open mic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have Tourette syndrome, right?
For real?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of these things I've been doing is this lately on the show, so I can.
How are you? Like, I didn't pick up on this. So how are you? Like, how do you
tics?
Like mask it? I guess is the word.
No, I've just done a lot of work to like not let it rule me.
Was it really intense when you were a kid?
Fuck.
Did you shout things, or was it only like, oh, really?
Mean, if I got to know you and just you were gay, I mean, I'd be saying all of it.
So, okay, so it did come out based on like what was happening in your life. You wouldn't just shout out rant.
Sometimes I did.
Like you wouldn't shout.
Can
I say like fat at like an Asian person?
Probably not.
Okay, so probably not. Tourette's is like conceptually appropriate to what you're living.
For me.
For you, okay.
And I saw a good thing on the Tourette's website. It said, if you've met one person with Tourette syndrome, you've met one person with Tourette syndrome.
Oh, I
thought that was really cool because you know there's a lot of misconceptions and all that. But
I really have no knowledge, so this is you're totally opening this up to me.
Cool. It's a trip, you know, and there was a long time where I was ultra sensitive about it, and it's also the energy. Like my friend, like close friends. You got to mention it to break the ice sometimes. Like if I'm ticking like a clock and one of my close friends just makes a joke about it, love it.
Okay.
But if someone even that, you know, I've hung out with, it's just the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really strange that way. But a point I was making is I saw there was this guy who was, I guess, mentally challenged at the open mic night. He was funny as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, oh my God. But there was a point where he kept calling himself a retard and all this stuff. And I'm like, I get that he's working himself out and that's his to do. But when I see comics lean on stuff, and I realized that if I went up there and talked about Tourette's a lot, it's me working myself out in front of people, dealing with Tourette's in the way that I would do it. You know?
Okay.
But when I see people leaning on the disability and making fun of it constantly, I think about doing that with Tourette syndrome on a stage. Mm-hmm. And when I see them do it, it feels like it hurts me watching them do it.
Why?
So yes. So I think part of that is there's a deep want in me to make fun of it in front of a bunch of people and have the confidence to do that. Mm-hmm. On the other side, it's affected my life so much
that you just like cannot.
I want to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was real interesting watching him do that because it's like, I was like, does he really feels like this, but I wonder what's underneath the feelings of making fun of himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really interesting. There's like a dwarf, I think
Brad Williams.
Yeah. And he goes on about being dwarf. And I'm like, bro, you're going to run out of material here.
Yeah, but you could say that, but That's his life.
Absolutely.
Like, so like
absolutely.
every day of that is his life.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you can't. And the one thing that I love about comedy more than anything is that it is so subjective. Like, I never say when people are like, oh, they are bad. I'm always like, they're actually not bad. You're just not into it because look at all these people who go to that show and came to that show and look how big or not big they are.
Yes.
And it's like, that is so cool to me about the art form. And one of the coolest things too is when you go to anybody's show, there is a demographic there.
Yeah, truly.
Like, you go to a Joe Coy show, there's a ton of Filipino people. You go to a Brad Williams show, there's a lot of dwarf people or people with dwarfism. I don't know how to
That's
say.
okay. You're all right.
And it's like, there's, you know, you go to my shows and it's a lot of millennial moms who just left their kids at home. They drove in from the suburbs. It's a girls' night out and they're getting white wine wasted. And I love that. And the gays.
Absolutely.
But that's like you connect, right? So when you say like gonna run out, it's like you can't run out of material if it's your own life.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's cool. That's totally cool.
Which is why I love it. It's really why I love it.
Like, things are just coming up constantly that are material that you can use.
It'll never.
Got it. Okay. No, that's cool. That's a really good look at that.
It is interesting how comedy can make people feel a certain way though, or not.
I love crude, dark shit sometimes.
Really?
I love it. Like, I fucking love it.
Okay, name them.
Comics?
Yeah.
I like Sam Morril.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think he's just fucking killer. Who else? I mean, I love Chappelle. I just do.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, whoever can say whatever, but he's a fucking genius, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie Murphy was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Pryor. I also love Sam Kinison. I love Gallagher back in the day.
Yeah, Sam Kinison. Holy fuck, what a life.
And you know who else I love back in the day?
Yeah.
Fucking Bill Cosby.
Interesting.
100%. When he did his Bill Cosby himself, I was super young listening to him. I'm like, it wasn't foul like Eddie Murphy. Yeah. So I was like, well, I don't know if I like this. But then I'm just like, when I got into it, I'm like, oh, this is pretty funny. I don't give a fuck what he's doing now. You know,
rotting in prison.
Yeah, whatever. See a Bill. But it's like, those times are really funny, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I think Gillis is pretty funny. He's on the scene now. And like, I don't know. It's like Instagram and social media has been, I would imagine you can tell me what you think about this, the best and worst thing to happen to comedy. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I think it's easy to focus on the negative parts of it too.
Yeah,
but if you think about it, one of the cool things that it does is it puts the power in the hands of the comic. Truly, like, I could wait forever to get a late night set, or I could spend a couple dollars, film my own shit, put it on my page, and see how well it does. Yeah, that's cool. It's like, we're in this time of that, which is unheard of. Mm-hmm. So I think that's pretty amazing. Yes. I also think that you can blame things on the algorithm all day, but at the end of the day, with social media, the people are talking. True. Yeah. True. Like, immediately. Yeah, you're right. So you're totally right. I think that's a cool part of it, and I like that. Kind of immediate feedback. You know exactly where you stand with a joke. Yeah, now, some people are lucky. Sometimes the algorithm favors things. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. But it can, I don't have to worry about a club putting no money into an ad spend when I can just pump shit out myself. You know? It's huge. It's fucking huge. Yep. When did you notice a jump in your, like, because when Monica sent your page, I was like, you can't see everything, you know what I mean? And I live in Nashville, and like, my algorithm caters to me, and you know what I'm saying? So when I saw that, I was like, what? This is like, how does he have that big of a following? Like, not how, but what's my question? I feel like I'm on the verge of insulting you. No, go for it. Like, how is it, when did you notice the greatest jump in the following that you had? Like, when was that moment? Or can you pinpoint it at all? So there's two. I mean, like, the truth behind this is this all started with teaching material, because I was a teacher for 10 years, and I was really doubling down on jokes about that and videos about that, and it connected to a lot of people in a deep, 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 meaningful way, because I was like talking about like our life, right?
Yep.
And that was great, and that really helped me get to where I'm at now. Then the challenge was always keeping those people engaged
totally.
and getting them into what I'm up to now, which is more like, which is more like my current life, like what I'm up to, what I'm doing, what I love.
Yeah.
And they've stuck with me.
Cool.
And I think the biggest change came from when I just like let go and I wasn't teaching anymore, and I was able to like say what I really wanted to say.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a target on my back because I had a job.
Right.
And I was able to like be real about who I really am.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a beautiful feeling.
Yeah. Did you notice when you started saying the thing you wanted to say, you grew in popularity?
Yes.
Awesome.
Big time.
I love it.
Big time. And it wasn't just that. It was like I was growing organically because people were like that. Like that's what I think. And he says it. Number one comment is people are like, you say what's always in my head. I'm like, fuck yeah, let me be that for you.
That's huge.
Rewarding, very rewarding. Yeah. And I love it. I love every minute of it. But that would be kind of when shit took off.
That's
for
cool.
real.
Oh, I love it.
But then from there, it's pretty much a snowball effect. Like if you're putting out good shit, you'll keep growing if you keep putting out good shit.
That's cool. Was there a time where you were like, you felt like you were just slumping, or like you couldn't, it just wasn't hitting, or?
Yeah, the pandemic. I mean, I was on a massive tour in Canada.
When it
hit, I almost didn't make it back into the United States because when I landed from Edmonton, Alberta, the borders were shut down. We're shut. Like we were one of the last planes to land.
Damn it!
Before it shut down, and but then I was like, okay, I just quit my teaching job to do this tour for one of the first times.
Yeah.
And now that's all been ripped away from me. What do I do? And I noticed it was like very hard to keep up because no one knew what they were doing online. And I went back to teaching after about like 9 months or so. And it was actually the best year of my career.
Incredible.
Because I had always wanted to be a kindergarten teacher.
You're a kindergarten teacher?
I was.
Oh, that's cool.
But I was never given the opportunity because my first years as a teacher, I taught 5th grade, then 6th grade, then 4th grade. So they kept like being like, you're an upper elementary person. Yeah. And I didn't want to be. I wanted to teach kindergarten. What
made you an upper elementary person?
Because my first official job was 5th grade. Then I did 4th grade for forever. Okay. So that principals and people choosing jobs were like, oh, he does the upper grades. I'm like, no, I don't want the upper grades. I want to teach kindergarten.
Yep.
So finally the pandemic, like I went in and I didn't have any reason to take a job. Mm-hmm. I was doing it because I wanted to.
Cool. Yeah.
So that gave me power.
That's a big
So
deal.
then what would happen is when I went on these interviews, I'd go on these interviews and they would offer me 5th. And I'd say, no, I'm not interested. I interviewed for kindergarten. I want kindergarten. Right. And I'd go on another interview and then I'd go on another. And then they'd call back and be like, well, we have this, we have that. I'm like, you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me
right now.
And when you know what you actually want, is when you'll be happy with what you actually get.
That's cool.
And that was such a good year because I was not only just so happy. Yeah. I was like doing what I've always wanted to do in the educational space. Yeah. And then when I was doing that job, I wrote a full hour of comedy in those short months of the rest of that school year. And that hour of comedy was 100% about being a kindergarten teacher. And that hit to the raft. Like that hit more than anything has ever hit before. So very grateful for that material.
That's awesome.
That came from it. And the best part is like I wasn't doing that job for the material. It just like happened.
Love it. Byproduct.
It just happened. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was cool.
Man. I bet it's fulfilling and stressful to be even a kindergarten teacher, I would imagine. Eh?
Oh, I mean, first of all, to thrive in that sort of community, you have to be riddled with ADHD because it's just like you have to put out a million fires every single day on a moment's notice, and hope you can survive. Lesson plans in that job are a joke.
Really?
Oh yeah, because
right.
God forbid a bird flies too close to the window.
Whoa!
Yeah, next thing you know, your day's shot to shit.
Oh man.
Ooh, I am getting artsy.
Get it?
As fun.
That's the way to go. 55. Okay,
Great.
Cool. We'll wrap up here in like 5 minutes.
That went by so quick.
Yeah, for sure. We got 3 today, which is I haven't done 3 in one day.
What other comedians have you had? Or
we had Monica. I've had Kevin James Thornton.
I'm very familiar.
I think I might have sent that.
We've
to
never
you.
met.
But you guys would love each other.
I
like. Kevin
already love him. He's so great.
rules.
So funny thing about him, I don't know if people even remember this.
Mm-hmm.
He used to do this character called Cupcake.
No, I don't know if I remember. I've known him for 25 years.
Well, see, he did this character like 10 years ago or more.
Oh, okay.
So like I was on the cutting edge of finding him and thinking he was funny.
Yeah.
So people are like, Kevin James now, he does those videos with the singing. And I'm like, but he did
Cupcake.
That's cool. Really fun.
Yeah, that's good. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he seems like such a cool guy. I'm sure we're going to meet at some point.
I hope you do. Yeah. He was in a band called Thornton a long time ago. He was an incredible musician and like an incredible musician. He was in a band called Thornton and they released a record called Had a Sword. And that record is one of my favorite records.
I love that.
It's so beautiful, man. He's so good. But had him, Monica. I had Lexus. She lives in Eugene. I'll send you these people. You check them out.
Please do.
And who else have I had comedian wise? We were supposed. Monica sent Chris Mejia. Okay. And then Bo
Johnson.
Oh, those two, yeah. And I had some other people confirm before I was able to get to them. So
me. I also did a show with Bo last night.
How was it?
Great.
Good. That's cool.
There's a dating show here called Fun and Flirty, and it's very creative. It's this comedian here, Zane Aquino, goes to rooftop bars and stuff during the week and finds singles who are looking for love. And then if they agree to it, she does like a full background check on them and like gets information from their friends and family and just like all this stuff about them. And then she sends that as like a sort of a dossier to comedians who then put a PowerPoint presentation together. And then you have to pitch that single person to an audience full of single people.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
It's very fun. I did it for the first time last night.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
I was one of the comics pitching, so was Bo. And it was like, it is high concept and it's a lot of work, so it's definitely not for everyone.
Right.
But it was fun.
That's awesome. That is very cool.
It is fun being in the business of fun too.
I bet. Yeah, the whole high concept thing, like this show isn't completely, too high concept, but it's like, what if, it'd be cool to just have a podcast, but it wouldn't. Unless it was slamming.
There's something to it.
Yeah, there's something to it. But that's cool. That's a really cool idea. What a fucking concept.
It's fun.
Do they tour with it?
Localishly.
Okay, yeah, right.
Portland.
Cool.
And a little bit farther.
Yeah. Let me look at your eyebrows real quick. Can you turn to me real quick? Oh,
yeah. Am I the muse on that?
Maybe. I was like, well, you should check out his eyebrows. I don't know who this is. Bum, bum. And we're just painting and loving it. All right.
That was the Tourette's.
No, it gets mixed in. You never.
Do people have musical Tourette's? Is that
what like singing songs and shit?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, if you meet a person with Tourette's, you've met one person with Tourette's, so
maybe they're out there. I know that when Gabe and I were on the fucking plane, I told him about my tics that
he should be aware of.
Yeah, I was like, we were just riffing. We were halfway through the flight, and I'm like, man, the tics used to be bad. I didn't fly for about fucking 10 some years.
Really?
Because I would yell bomb and hijack on the plane. What up? And his face, fucking Gabe, I can see your face in my mind, dude. You're like, oh,
what's the psychology behind that? Like, is it like, behind the scenes, is there nerves that are presenting themselves? Is that what that is? Or is it just like fucking crazy disease? Disease? Disease, disorder?
They say that it's not a disease anymore. They say a lot of things. Here's my...
I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'd rather someone ask with genuine curiosity. The thing that I've realized is that I've been saying some of the most obscene things, like societally obscene things, like racist things, like, you know, is it bigotous? What would be the term? Bigoted things. And I had this tick, right? Flip off people and stuff, you know? So I've had all of these obscene things that have come out of me for so long. So it's caused a level of vulnerability in me that when I share something that is just, I see, kind of like a comedian, I guess. You share those things. It's like some people, when I share the really deep, scary, sad thing, they're like, Jesus Christ, Ryan, will you say anything? I'm like, no, I don't say anything. So I've been doing that for so long because I couldn't help it. And I think what has happened, it's genetic as much as environmental. So my dad has it, my dad had it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and when I'm in an environment, and I had a lot of abuse when I was a kid, a lot of violence.
Which I'm sure didn't help.
No, it like unlocked the gene.
I bet.
Then I wasn't allowed to speak. Like if I talked back or even said how I was feeling, shame, violence, all that stuff. So my body started talking.
Oh, fuck.
You see what I'm saying?
So much sense. Yeah.
And the last thing I'll say is that I'd been seeing this psychologist for the past 14 years. And when I got in there, he's a wizard, man. His name's Dodge. He's like, he got me to start talk. He's like, what is that tick saying? Can you tell me what the tick is saying? And so there's a feeling that goes with the tick. And when I started doing that, the ticks started going down because I got off medication and the ticks got way better. So,
whoa.
And I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start talking about them more. I do a thing called ontological coaching that helps with that, how someone is, their body, emotion, and language. So I'm going to help work with kids with Tourette's and people with Tourette's.
I think you need to.
Thank you.
Like, I think it's like,
thank you.
Yeah.
It's in there, you know, but I appreciate you asking too.
Well, that's kind of always been something about me is I don't shy away from the scary things. So
yeah. And you seem authentic.
I'm excited to learn about that. That's actually incredible.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's been a heck of a thing, you know, but everybody's got their stuff. Joe, hey.
What do you think?
I want to shake your hand.
Oh, thank you.
Because I think we're
we got something.
For the show.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so what are we doing?
Well, we can keep working after the
plane
goes down.
Jesus Christ. So this is what I did.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't know what it is. I'm satisfied with it.
Okay.
I think it looks artsy fartsy, which I wanted. That was always the goal.
Yep.
And it's got like my favorite color palette in here. So that's it.
Are these like jewels? Are they
no,
jewels?
It's kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like it's not in focus. Like you don't really know. Like am I looking at a field of tulips from far away through a foggy glass window?
That's what it is.
Could I be?
Yeah.
Am I looking at, corn? We don't know.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Awesome, man. That's great. I just was fucking around. Usually I just paint these flower things, but it started to look kind of vaginal for a minute.
I do.
And then I was
right around here.
Exactly.
Right around here. This
just put
is
it fucking
right here. And this is the vagina opening.
Right.
Oh, wow. It's really, really went for it.
Anyway.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway. Hey, this has been a great time with Joe Dombrowski, and a lot of people already know of you and where they can find you, but tell the people that may not.
Ooh, you can find me anywhere on social media, Joe_Dombrowski. My website is the Joe Dombrowski with all my tour links, or you can come see me headline, or you can come see my straight friends anywhere in the country that's gay for country. And what else? I have a podcast.
I like all that.
Thank you. This added to it. This is why I didn't wear a watch today.
Nice.
I have a podcast called the Social Studies Podcast. It comes out every Monday wherever you get your podcasts. And I love you.